Okay, so here we are on day one of our Turkish charter experience. We're here in Fethiye at Yacht Classic, which is a hotel mooring facility. It's brand new and it's amazing. The staff here have been really friendly. The moorings team have been brilliant. They've taken us through the boat this morning, spent a long time with us going through everything. There's quite a lot to go through. It's a really impressive boat. It's a 2-year-old motor catamaran built in South Africa. It's got everything on it. It's probably good at least for a family of 6, 3 couples. I'm not a huge fan of motor catamarans, as most people probably know, but this one could make me change my mind. It's a great boat, but we haven't actually been out on it yet, so I guess I should hold that back. What we have done today is more in the cultural, historical and culinary way, and by that I mean we've eaten a lot of grilled fish. The area is just a complete paradise for boaters, but it's also got some really great historical bits to it as well. We've been up to an abandoned village today, which was quite spooky and interesting. It was abandoned because a government did what governments do and got things horribly wrong, and it also suffered an earthquake in the 1950s, but I'd rather focus on the government getting it wrong. That's more fun. So our passage is going to take us out of the Gulf of Fethiye, down the coast and round into Gulf of Fethiye, where we'll pull into Butterfly Valley before heading west and back into Skopje Limanı, where we'll be exploring thousands of anchorages and coves. Along the way there's going to be plenty of safe water with quite literally hundreds of meters to play with underneath the keels. Okay, so we left Fethiye this morning at about 8:30 and we've been cruising along at about 7 or 8 knots for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours in pretty much a constant 300 metres of water, or even going up to 450, 460. It's the easiest place in the world to cruise a boat. We've just pulled round into this beautiful place called Butterfly Bay. This is the payoff for a hard 2 hours at sea. It looks incredible. So we're going to anchor up here, drop the dinghy down into the water and go for a look around. Okay, so we left Butterfly Bay earlier on today and we headed for Ola Deniz, which is just around the corner. It's a national park and it's better known as the Blue Lagoon. It's a tiny little inlet that takes you through to this beautiful sanctuary, white sandy beaches, very calm water, but it's somewhat destroyed by all the swimming buoys, which just really harm the sort of charm of the place. It's just loads of do not enter signs everywhere. Anyway, slightly disappointed with that, but we're going to stay in this area now. There's a tiny little protected cove around the corner from here and we're going to anchor up there tonight, and then we're going to head west back across the main bay tomorrow morning, so really looking forward to that. But this is a beautiful area. Okay, so we arrived into Gulf of Fethiye, which is the name of the island that this bay is found. Just since found out that it's also called St. Christopher's Island. It's a little church on the very western end. We actually overnighted and down to the southwest in a place called Karkachuran, which is a beautiful little natural bay. It's protected by rocks and reef. There's a little restaurant here. It's a great little overnight spot, although you could probably spend a week here very happily. It's run by a guy called Jan, and it was founded by his father about 40 or 50 years ago, but it's really come into its own in the last 5 or 10 years with more leisure boats coming through here, but it's an absolute must-visit place. Later on today we're going to head further west across the Bay of Fethiye. We're going to go to a place called Ragged Bay and then up further north and into Kappa Creek and down into Ruin Bay. It's probably, distance-wise, it's maybe 30 miles tops round trip, so it's not going to take very long. But there are maybe 30 or 40 little bays and inlets and coves for us to go and explore. I think you could spend a month here and not visit the same place twice. It's an incredible cruising ground, so really looking forward to today. Okay, today technically is leg 4. Leg 3 was a very long day, mainly because we discovered a place called Cappy Creek and didn't want to leave. Staying within this beautiful little bay, sort of protected by the mainland and then a chain of islands, we left Wall Bay and just went half an hour north and discovered Fathom Cove, which sounds great and is great. And between Fathom Cove and Cappy Creek, it is innumerable little beaches and bays with motorboats just anchored up for the night. It's just boating heaven. So we found Cappy Creek and we moored up there, and we met some really friendly people who run the restaurant there. Couldn't do enough for us. Had some beautiful grilled fish. Went for a swim and considered stealing the boat and never coming back. Staggeringly beautiful section of coastline. So we should have been back here about 5 o'clock last night, back to the moorings base here in Fethiye, and we got back about 7, which isn't too bad really, given we were considering running away completely. This whole trip has been incredible for 2 reasons. One is just how beautiful this area of coastline is. Hopefully the pictures and our video work will do it some justice. It's incredible. It's lush and green, it's hot, the water's blue and beautiful, and there are just thousands, it feels like, of examples of these beautiful, easily navigated coves and bays. And really that navigation point is the second reason why you should come here, because it is so easy to get about. There's loads of water, you don't have to worry about tides because it's the Med. But there's so much water, you could be yards from the shoreline and be in over 100 metres of water. Obviously I'm not suggesting you don't look at a chart, you should always look at a chart. But if you do look at a chart, it'll tell you have loads of water. For a British sailor, it's slightly unerring to be backing your boat up to perhaps 10 metres from the shoreline. Didn't really like that very much, but you just keep looking at the depth gauge and it's telling you got 20 metres. So it's fine. No, it's more than fine. It's wonderful. It's the Lycian coast. It's the Gulf of Fethiye. You have to come out here.